Okay, next one.
Hello, Master. I told my wife, I said Master was there, and she said that you're really stubborn, and and I said like after all this time that I've been practicing, even if you had some doubts, you should by now know that Master is good. She's okay, and she's agreed to get initiated.
Congratulations.
And I also got some more good news for you. My son, he got half the child initiation, and he didn't practice. And he was a teenager, very rebellious, smoking and drinking and lying and stealing and drugs, everything.
Oh God, drug, no. You have to watch it. You have to say no.
No, I did.
Okay.
I was fighting with him a lot.
Okay, and then
cre-
what happened
created a lot
now?
of trouble. But anyway, eventually he nearly failed his exams, and all of a sudden he realized that he would be stuck in this place where he doesn't want to be. He can go a lot further. So he cleaned everything up. And then slowly we kept encouraging him to come and meditate with us. But I didn't, because a lot of people pressure the kid to come and get initiated, but they don't really practice.
I understand.
For him, I said, if you meditate every single day for 6 weeks, then maybe I will consider putting your application for initiation. But first off, for 6 weeks, he meditate every morning and come and meditate. But I always treat him, what he says, very, not that I believe it 100%. I'll see when he does it.
Okay.
And then
So he does.
he meditate. And then this time when I went home, I said, if you read the 5 books, Key of Immediate Enlightenment 1 to 5, and if you read the Masters magazine every month, and if you go to a group meditation whenever you get a chance, then I will put in your application. And he also agreed.
Okay.
So you have 2 of those people.
Yeah, good. Yeah, fine.
I'm sorry to be so strict with him, but I know that he's lazy.
Yeah.
And I want to, because I don't
has
want
to
to waste
earn
your
it, yes.
time
Yeah.
with him or his time with you.
Very
you see?
good.
So I have to make sure.
Very good. If he does just half of what you said, then he can be initiated. Okay?
Okay, fantastic.
I walk halfway.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you, Master. But he's a good boy. He's very happy
I
now.
understand.
And when I went home, he looked very blessed and very happy.
Yeah.
Actually, he's a very good boy with a good heart, but he's trying to learn to be bad.
No, it's not that. It's not that. It's just a peer pressure. You understand?
No, I do understand very well.
I tell all of you parents, because your words really does matter. Many parents, they don't say anything, or they say very little, so the child doesn't think that it's really that important to stay away from drugs. You really have to say no. You have to tell him what the damage will be done. You have to repeat again and again. In a nice, presentable, logical way. You have to say no. Okay? Just don't say let it be whatever, natural. It's not like that. Because when the kids go out there, they have hundreds or thousands of bad influences waiting for them in every corner, and they're vulnerable. They're kids. You have to say no. You have to walk with him all the steps, all the way. Every day, talk together like friends, okay? And don't scold him for every little mistake or the things that he does, but encourage him and tell him this is no good. You have to stop it. It really matters to your health, your future, and to the family. You tell them that you don't feel good. You feel really bad about it. You have to tell your feeling. Because kids, they don't understand. Sometimes if you don't say or you don't be too strict to them, they think you don't care even. You don't care whether they live or die, they're good or bad, so they just feel rejected, neglected, and then they get worse and worse so that to get your attention. So if you pay attention to them nicely, proportionally in the beginning, not like spoiling or over attentive, but be like a friend, and then they confess to you everything, then you will know what they're up to and what the friends are up to. They have to trust you. And then they tell you everything, then you can know where they stand, and then you can know what to help them. Yeah? Because they're out there, they're very alone. You think that your children and they're protected. No, when they're outside in the school, they're not protected. Sometimes they're bullied in the school and they don't dare to tell you. And sometimes they do this, do that just to be in the company of other gangs. Otherwise, they be cast out as no good, as sissy. And then these names are very painful to teenagers. So you have to tell them what's good, what's bad. And it doesn't matter about the name. You have to be their supporter, be their friend, that they can lean on you, that they can trust you, so that the whole world doesn't matter to them anymore. And then they cannot cast a shadow on your children, because the bad society still exists, yeah? Especially kids, other parents don't know how to teach them, and then your kids get bad influences from them, and they all infect each other. You have to plant your feet firm. You have to say no, even if he doesn't like it. He will. You have to say it in a logical way and loving way, yeah? And day by day, even he doesn't like it today, it will sink in. And one day the table will turn, and he will see the bad side of his friends, and then he'll think, oh, my father's better. He's right. Look at you now. You're drunk and you're that, and look at what happened to you. My father is right. I don't want to be like you. One day, even if he's already badly influenced, but your influence still counts better than no influence. Especially you have power as well, huh? So have to say no to all the bad things that the kids want to try and experiment. And even in something sensitive like a sexual issue, you have to sit down and talk to them. Maybe they know a lot more than you do already. But then you have to know what they know in order to guide them. Don't feel embarrassed about these things and then wait until they have trouble and then it's too late. Better embarrassed now than later. Or they might lose their life even contracting some bad disease. You have to tell them the way you tell yourself. All right? Because you have to be friends with your children. If you are not their friends, who can be their friends? You are the best friends they could have. In fact, the only friends they should have until they grow up. Of course, they have all the friends, but they're all the same age. They don't know much. And that's buddies. It's not friends. You are the friends. Yeah? You are the guides. They look up to you. And now that you have trimmed yourself, cleaned yourself, well, you're even a better guide. Okay? Better friend. So in the whole wide world out there, they should know that they have you all the time. And that makes them feel confident, strong, loved. And that will make them beat anything else. Because if they don't feel loved, they feel dragged, you know what I mean? Feel not interested to do anything, and then they just try anything just to pick themselves up. So family love is very important to the children, yeah? You have to give it to them, all right? Unconditionally. Firm but love, okay? It's like the way I treat you. I scold you sometimes, but you are loved, and you know that. Even if I scold you, you know you can rely on me. You know that I don't harm you. You know that, don't you?
Yes.
Okay? The same. The same, treat your children, that they know they're loved at all times. But don't just give in to their whims. Spoiled is different from understanding and friendliness. Yeah? Be a friend, be their friends. Like if they come home and confess to you something bad, like, oh, today I did something that's supposed to be bad. You don't scold them right away. I say, you're a bad boy and blah, blah, blah. You say, thank you. Thank you for telling me this. Yeah, I really feel very privileged that you tell me these things, even though you know it might be not very good to tell me, but I'm so glad you tell me. And then help them according to their situation. Because they are kids. If they make mistakes, it's because they are kids. Look at you, so grown up, but still make a lot of mistakes. How can kids not make mistakes? So by the way, guide them, love them, and anytime they confess to you something bad, you don't scold them. You just tell them, you know, you're really glad. You feel privileged that they trust you. And that will make them tell you more. Because mistakes are about to happen. And bad influence is about everywhere to happen. So you should be glad that they tell you something. Yeah? And then according to that, cut it. Okay? All right? Let them tell you. You know, act like a buddy. Not an authoritative figure. Not too much. Okay? Not too much. All right. Oh, it's a very subtle situation. It's not like every family is the same, you know. But the guidelines is that be a friend. Be a friend so they can cry on your shoulder and they can trust you, and then they listen to you. Thank you for bringing it up so I can, by the way, tell everyone.
There's lots of programs on TV now that show you how to deal with teenagers and children.
Yes.
And when I grew up, we didn't have these
Guidelines.
skills.
Yeah. Okay.
But now, I think with my son, there was a turning point one day where...
A what? A turning point. Okay. Okay.
I always used to say to him, look, drugs are bad and you should stay away from them. But he was going out all the time. And some of the times we were fighting quite viciously with each other. And then my wife would be involved as well, and he would get her on his side. Then I feel very powerless and angry, and I say, well, you guys, I'll leave you two together. You can do what you like. But I always try to give him some good advice.
Understand.
But that one time he went out, and I told him, look, I don't want you to go out. You're going out every night. I want you to stay in. You know, you can go out on the weekend, but not every day.
Yeah.
And he went out the night. And so I confiscated his computer. I took it in my room and I locked it in there. And he came back and he said, I'm going to go in the room and get the computer. And I watched one of these programs the day before.
Yes.
And in there, the trainer was teaching the teenager how not to get angry. The trainer was in the boxing ring with the teenager. And he said to the teenager, I'm going to swear at you. I'm going to wind you up. But if you hit me, then you've lost. So I used that technique on my son. And whatever he said, he swore to me, he called me this and that, everything. But I said, look, I'm not going to get angry. I love you, but I'm not going to give you your computer back until you stop going out.
Right.
And then he said he'll see. So he was waiting at the door. And my friend used to come to meditate on a Wednesday night. And he thought that I would be embarrassed and give in to him because my friend was there because of this.
Yeah.
When my friend came and I involved my friend, I said, look, I'm having an argument with my son here. He's going out all the time, so I've confiscated his computer. So if you don't mind, we will meditate in the other room today. And because of that time, because he put so much energy when he was swearing to me and everything, I said, look, I've heard all that before, so I'm stupid, I'm so-and-so, I'm so-and-so. But I love you, but I'm not going to give you your computer back.
Right, he doesn't deserve it.
Yeah. And then actually, the morning I took the computer to work and left it there for about 2 weeks. And that evening, because I didn't fight with him, he couldn't involve his mother. She was on my side.
Understand.
And we were both trying to help him. And really lovingly, I told him, I really just keep repeating that I love you to him. He said, I hate you. I said, but I love you.
I do that.
And actually, he lost a lot of power that day. I said, look, I've been with the Supreme Master for 10 years. Don't you think I learned a few tricks?
Good. So what did he say?
Actually, after this time, our relationship improved a lot.
Yeah.
I gave the computer back to him, but only after, a lot of testing.
Understand.
And then I helped him with his study. Because the subjects he's studying, I also graduated in those subjects.
Cool.
So we made a good relationship like that.
Very good.
And slowly building. Yeah. And every day I'm seeing he's improving.
Yeah, they are in a hard time of their life.
Yeah,
Teenagers, the hormonal race, that's terrible.
Because they have a lot of bad influence around them, like you said, like other boys, they with the drugs and everything, and the showing off.
I know.
And I can see that he's with people who are very low level. He's forcing them to be his friend. They don't even want him, but he's forcing himself there just to fit in.
I know. They do that all the time in the school. Yeah, peer pressure.
Yeah,
just you have to be cool,
That's it.
Not just to wear the same, but have to act the same.
Yeah.
And if they drink, you have to drink. Otherwise, you don't get in. They will make fun of you and all that. Just you have to make sure he doesn't have to go through all this suffering for nothing. Tell him the value is not by being cool, but being a good student and intelligent, and be independent.
I got through to him a couple of times. I mean, one time I got a call from an ambulance. He was lying in the road after being vomiting and very drunk. And that day I brought him home. But I was really loving to him that whole time. I wasn't angry to him at all. I said, I want to wait till you get better. because I know what it's like to be poisoned with alcohol like this.
Oh, terrible.
And one time he was arrested by the police, and he was.
God.
I was ill, so I couldn't get him. I didn't know where he was. So the following day, he was in the cell overnight. And that time I talked to him and I said, look, son, can be your life if you want it to be. But I think you can do better than this, because you're a bright, intelligent boy.
You have to ask him to write down what he wants to do with his life.
Well,
don't tell him what he wants to do, but ask him what he wants to choose, what he wants to be, a kind of person that he wants to be.
But this is all in the past now. Now
Yeah.
he's turned the corner.
That's good.
He's very focused on his study. He's meditating now.
Wow, cool.
And he's happy, he helps in the
Wow,
house.
what a guy.
Positive.
From that and turn to that, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
It's also your work that you have made it, yeah? Whew. Family, hey? I tell you.
I was also initiated when I was quite young, and I also went through the peer pressure,
Yeah.
everything at school. I've done like most of the things that he was talking
Understand.
about, and then my life turned around, and then I did have meditation, and I knew he was always by my side. I knew he was also always in here with me. Then my life turned around, and I started meditating, and then everything in my life was just so amazing. Like when I was young, I wouldn't walk outside and I would smile because the sun was out.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just so overwhelmed that I had you with me. And I know that every day that you always be with me.
Sure. Every day.
And I just want to let you know that I really appreciate everything you've done for me.
Sorry, I love doing that. And I love you.
Thank you. I love you too.
You're such
so
a good
much.
kid. Such a good
Thank
kid.
you.
Yes.
Thank you, God. Thank you so much for everything you've done.
No, I understand you also, okay? I understand you guys and the teenagers, you know? Very lonely outside. You think they have peers, they have friends, but they're very lonely. You know, the ones who are not lonely are the aggressive ones. You know, the bully one in the school. Like a gang, you know, leader. And then they make every other kid do what they want. And then they pick on other kids, you know? Like, you're too fat, you're too skinny, they call you names, and they make you feel like you are nothing, like you're the worst in the class and everything like that. They will make your life like hell. So you, the parents, have to understand the kids have problems. It's not just throwing them in the school and then you have nothing. You have to understand their problems as well, yeah? And sometimes they even gang together to harass one person, one kid. And then they come home, of course, they're depressed, yeah? They don't know what to do. And they can't even tell their parents. Sometimes they can't pinpoint the problem. They just feel bad. And they couldn't even tell you because they don't know how to express the things in school. Also, they feel powerless and they feel also embarrassed to even tell you, yeah? So if you're not a real buddy, they won't tell you their problem because of pride as well. Teenagers are more proud than all of us. Yeah, that is the time they develop their confidence. And all their friends, so-called buddies and classmates, just throw stones at them, and of course they feel destroyed. So you have to be there for your children, huh? You already made a choice to be married, yeah, to have children. So you have to be responsible, yeah? You have to be there for your children. Of course you meditate and all that, but you have to be there for your children. You have to know it's very difficult for them to grow up without the love of parents and family. That's very important for them to feel loved, no matter what. They have to really feel it, yeah? They have to really feel it. Otherwise, in the school they're bullied. At home they don't feel wanted. You know, they don't feel cared for. Even if you scold them sometimes, they know you care. But if you just, you know, like ignore them, don't even scold, okay, do what you want, and after a while don't talk to them, then it will be worse. Because they're going through a very difficult period of their life. The teenage period is the worst. The worst. Because they grow too quickly for their own understanding. You know, their bodies grow too quickly. They hardly could have control of their bodies. That's why sometimes they break things or they bump into things a lot. Because of their bodies growing too quickly. Yeah, the teenagers, they break a lot of stuff easily. Easier than when you grow older or younger, no? Because of their bodies. Really, I'm not kidding. Their bodies grow fast and their brains have a difficult time to command. They're not used to it. Just like you have a new car, a new instrument, it takes time. Yeah? And then on top of that, the curse, the hormones are raging in them, make them feel, they don't know what to do. They're so restless. Yeah? So be understanding, okay? Be helpful, be friends, and be guiding, all right? Remember, you were a teenager once, and so many things you didn't understand. Why did it happen? Why did your body feel like that? Yeah? And why you feel this way, and why you want to do this? Why you didn't understand many things, okay? It's the same with your children like that, yeah? Yeah, I'm glad, she's good. But how many teenagers can be so controlled and confident like that? How many? So I'm glad you're a good kid. I'm glad you're strong. Because the social pressure in the school could destroy a kid, you understand? Some of them commit suicide because of that. And sometimes the kids are very intelligent inside. But because the destructive power of the bully people makes him or her feel powerless. And then they drop the grade or don't study well because they cannot concentrate. You understand? Feel so depressed and unhappy. So their intelligence is also ruined. Do you understand this? So your kids, sometimes they have a lower grade or suddenly drop. You have to understand why. Huh? You have to talk to him, okay? Bring him out to his favorite coffee shop. Yeah? And sit together 2 by 2. Or one together with, it depends on whom he gets on well with, yeah? Together with parents or just together first with the father. If she gets on better with the father, first with the father and then together and, and then go home and if he tells you to keep a secret, you keep it. It's very important that you give the promise to the kids. Yeah? If you want to buy him something and you promise, you do it. And if you don't do it, you better have a good reason. Otherwise, they don't trust you. Yeah? If you leak out a secret without telling him first, he won't trust you again, huh? And it's not easy to raise a family, but I'm glad that many of you do well. I can see that your family, good kids, even though they were going through a very difficult period of their life, because of you. You are the supporter, and you brought them into the good direction. They became good, and they could sail through this troubled water with flying colors. That's the best way to bring your child up. It's very good. So I congratulate you. It's good for the whole family, huh? Package. Package deal, huh? Yes, I'm very proud of you. Yeah, I'm so proud. I really am. I'm so proud. Come on, give me a hug. Give me a hug.
I have pins and needles in my legs.
Pins and needles on your legs? Oh, I'm sorry, love. Of course. It's you sit so long.
Thank you. Okay. I couldn't have done it without you.
Okay. Oh, but you're a good kid. Okay. You sit quickly. You sit with your whole body on your legs, on your feet. Then the pins and needle will be less. Sit with your whole body on it. Yeah, like that. And really press on it. It's less. It feels less painful. Okay. It's cool. That means you meditate well, because the currents all go up. That's why you feel cramp. Sometimes you can't move your legs. So be careful if you want to stand up. Make sure. Testing. Yeah, because it happened to me. It happened to me sometimes. I just wake up from meditation or even from sleep or even just sit somewhere long, and then I want to walk and then I fall because the body is gone. Or half of it is gone, and then I fall. Where's my leg? Yeah, so be careful, eh? After you wake up or out of meditation, test first. Is it working? We could forget, We could forget. That's why we shouldn't sit on a high chair and meditate. You might fall. Yeah, that's the secret why all the Buddhas and yogis, they sit on the floor. Understand? There's even a law from the Buddha, a rule from the rule book. Don't sit on a high chair or high bed. Yeah, because of that. Yeah, yes.
One night I was meditating and then I had pins in the... Because when you wake up, you don't realise. I got up and I fell straight on my back and my dad was standing at the door.
Oh.
And I realised I've fallen, and then I've gotten up again, and then my dad just walked off, and the next morning I said, why didn't you pick me up when I fell over?
Yeah.
He said, oh, did you fall over? And then he just walked and he said, I didn't realise. And I said, I fell over because of the kids and the...
What a dad, huh? That's what a dad is for, huh? I tell you. It's not just your dad, love. It's men. There are many things that are so obvious to us women, the men, they don't notice. I do hope that by my teaching example, they will improve. Your dad's already very good. I mean, at least he even listens when you talk. Yeah. And men don't have this kind of attentive ability as much as women, okay? So sometimes they do things like that, yeah? So obvious and simple things they don't notice, okay? So don't be mad at him, but teach him. Tell him next time if you see me like that, that means I need your help.
I made a loud bang as well,
Yeah?
and he still walked away. I don't know why.
He's probably thinking of
He must have thought I was drunk or
something else. No. He knows you don't drink. Just probably sometimes thinking of something else.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought maybe you were exercising. Testing your kung fu power. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Anything else you want to say, love? No more? No. Okay.
I just wanted to say something funny about men. I was in the kitchen earlier looking for the tea, and I was like, where's the tea? Where's the tea? And the tea was right in front of me. Mm-hmm. And then another brother came in, and he did exactly the same thing.
Exactly the same thing?
Yeah, and my father, when I was growing up, if he was reading the newspaper, I'd say, Dad, and nothing. And I'd go, Dad, and nothing. And even if I hit him on the head, he would still not even know that I was talking to him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's amazing like that.
That's too much. That's too much. Maybe he was into something else?
He's just like that. When he's concentrating on something, it's like nothing else exists.
Wow, then he'd be a good meditator, no? I wish all of you were like that when you meditate. Aren't you like that? Any of you guys like that? When you meditate? You hope, huh? Sometimes, huh? Okay, we all have our shortcomings, yeah? Just try, if you notice it, then try to correct, okay? Try to correct, yeah. It's not the big things that make people happy in the family. It's the small things, small details. Big things take care of themselves. Small details are very important to show that you care, yeah? Like, for example, if you sit with your children for a few hours and talking, or playing with things together, it's even more important to them than you buy them a big toy and neglecting and not talking to them. Be firm, yeah? Don't spoil them. So the thing you did was good. You have to be strong when you need to be, yeah? They have to earn what they want, not just like buy anything they want and not guiding them in educational way. That's very bad, yeah? Kids should learn the value of high thinking and simple living. They should as well. All right. Anyone else? Good, improve. I'm glad to hear. Yes.
Master, I'd just like to say thank you for everything you've done.
What have I done?
In the last 2 years, or especially the last year, I felt more at peace inside, and I feel a lot happier and content and serene, and I'd just like to thank you for that.
You're welcome, baby.
Thank
welcome.
you.
I'm happy also that you're happy. Yeah, next one.
Yes, I want to thank you for all your blessings, because when I was young, I suffered a lot in school and in the family.
Jeez.
But the last years, I got so much blessings, and miracles happen every day, and now I'm very happy.
You're more confident now? Yeah, it could destroy you, I told you, if the childhood was very bad, it could affect you the whole life, not just the childhood. It's very difficult to get your confidence back. Especially, they're so cruel in school, some of the astros. They pick on you, and they make you feel really that. Even sometimes you're not ugly, but according to them, you're ugly. Or they want you to feel ugly because they are uglier than you. And then they keep repeating the thing to make you really feel ugly. even though you're not ugly. The psychological effect is immense. I cannot emphasize enough that how you have to really love and guide your children. I cannot emphasize enough. Okay? You must understand. Yeah? Well, get over it. Some people are so stupid, they don't appreciate other people. Or they're jealous, you understand? Sometimes you're more intelligent, or even you have richer parents, or you have better house, or even have better boyfriend, or better looking, and they plan to crush you. And because you're a kid, and you don't understand much, and you're so nice. Mostly the kids who are picked on are nice kids. Because the tough ones, they go pick on other people. And the nice kids, they're quiet, study and do their own homework, and they don't do anything bad. Just they're too good. So they don't know how to defend themselves. Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah. Okay. It's good that you get back your happiness. You deserve it. Yeah. Okay. Everybody deserves happiness. And if you don't have it, and it's your problem. You have to see why you're not happy. Okay? What is the area of your life that bugs you? One time I was in France, and there was a woman who kept telling me about how bad she felt because of her husband and the family. And it's not all that difficult to handle, but she kept nagging me, asking me, and I told her, and she didn't change. So I told her, I said, okay, you know what, if it's me, I just look into my life, any area that is bugging me, anything that is making me unhappy, I just get rid of it. Say, what? Really? Everything? I say, anything. It's about husband. I say, if a husband bugs me, I sell him. If a car makes trouble, I sell the car. If the house troubles me, I sell the house. First I say, if the car troubles me, then I sell the car. And I say, if the house makes trouble for me, I sell the house. And she said, well, husband. I said, husband bothers me, I sell the husband. It takes time, with the husband it's more difficult. But it's not doable. Yeah. It's a joke, but it can be realized, what for? You keep yourself in trouble, huh? Maybe you can't get rid of it now, but plan to. Try to look forward. Like in the school, it's the same, kids. If you have somebody bullying you, you have to go home and tell your parents, be upfront, yeah? Tell them because they have you. You have to tell them. If you cannot tell them by words because you don't know how, it's difficult to talk, write a letter. Think of what you want to tell them and write it. It's easier to write than sometimes to talk. It's because you have longer time to think and to formulate your ideas, because as a kid, it's difficult for you to talk sometimes. And when you're too emotional while talking, you just can't express it. So maybe you think about what you want to tell your parents about your problem, you write it down and give it to them. All right, any more of the good stuff? Yeah. It's not like I don't want you to tell me about your kid's problem or your family problem. It's not like that. Everyone is different. You see, the way you tell me, I would not feel mad at you. I would not feel that you're just nagging. You understand? It depends on if you're real or not. Some people just want to blah, blah, just to make trouble for me. They don't really need my advice. They just want to throw dirt at me and everybody else. That's different. But if you have a real problem, of course you can talk to me. I always talk to you about your problem. What else? About my problem? I don't have any. Right? Okay? Yeah. No, the sister next to you, look. Yeah.
Hi, Master. I was upstairs. I had to come down and talk to you.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
First, thank you for the candy you sent home for my children. They felt very special and loved. And I said these are from Master, and I could see it in their eyes. They felt special.
Yeah, sure. It is special.
It was. Thank you.
Yeah.
And thank you for the gift. I had a suspicion that I was from outer space before, but now, when I was meditating, I'm just going back into the pull. It's so strong.
Yeah.
It's amazing, and I could not come out of my meditation. I struggled to come out.
Yeah. Don't struggle. Why come out?
Well, yeah, I could have stayed. I could have stayed there.
Okay.
But it's just wonderful. The change is amazing.
Well, I'm glad.
It's just wonderful. Thank you.
I'm glad. Yeah. Told you, very powerful. Handle with care. Okay. You don't have to always talk, you know. If you need to, you talk. If not, don't. Don't have to. I'm just asking you in case you want to. Not wait until I go out and sneak in the corner and say, Master, I have a secret. I hate that. Special, you know. Special. Can we talk in private? Is there anything else? Okay. Yes.
Master, I'm newly initiated. How will I get to do when I'm progressing? Will I feel any changes? You say we change from one level to another.
You don't feel the change?
Developing. Well, I do feel good when I'm meditating and doing meditation.
Yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't go too good. But I'm just wondering if I'm progressing.
Yeah, you are, of course, no?
Oh.
Just sometimes slower than other times. If you feel good in all kinds of aspects in your life, that means you progress. It's not necessarily that you see the light. Because sometimes you go up so quick you don't see it. And when you go down, you're down. You don't see it. When you go up, your mind's all shut off, you know? And you don't see it, so you think you don't. It doesn't matter, it's a soul business, okay? It's not a show business that you always have to see something. A soul business. All right, you're welcome. Yeah, if you're happy, you look like that, you must progress. You look so happy. It's rarely I see a happy man around in the world, and most of them... Yeah. You look so happy.
Yes, thank you.
You must have progress, yes. All right. Look into yourself and you know you progress, okay? Look. And you're more lighted, you know, feel more light than before, more carefree, yeah? More compassionate, more loving, more at ease with yourself. And you feel even, before, sometimes some people grow up, don't feel good with themselves even, you know? You know, every practitioner has some special area to work on, you see? Not always about the light even. Of course you have light, but sometimes because your mind just shut off and you don't know, or you go too quick or something like that, or you don't pay attention. But for example, sometimes you feel more confidence in yourself. Some people feel when they were kids, they were being harassed and they don't feel confident. But after meditation, at least they gain their confidence back, if not the light or anything. And they feel more in control. They feel more beautiful. They feel more accepting about themselves, even that. Even I'm not a psychologist or anything. I don't need to sit down and tell you, oh, you're beautiful. Look at your eyes. Look at your nose. It looks different from everybody else's nose. Look at that. So unique. Yeah, but then you feel it. Yeah, you feel, oh, I'm fat, but I'm beautiful. Yeah. I'm skinny, but I'm lovely. You just feel you are okay. And that's to begin with already. Understand? The same with man or woman. Because, let's face it, you know, you're beautiful or not beautiful as in the eyes of the beholder only. You see the frogs, the male frogs, and the female frogs. The female frogs are beautiful in the eyes of the male frog, right? Or even anything, that ugliest thing that you name. They're beautiful for someone. And that's all you need. You don't need the whole world to tell you that, oh, you're beautiful and you're Mr. Universe and all that garbage. Don't need. And some people don't look beautiful, don't look like striking or attractive at the first glance, but the more you look at them, the more you feel they're so charming. Yeah, and the inside beauty just shines forever. So that's what you should concentrate on, the inside beauty. And then you will feel everything else fall into places, you know? You feel you're beautiful. I mean, what do you mean by beautiful to begin with? Huh? Everyone has two eyes, a nose in the middle, and a mouth. And depends on where the mouth where the mouth is, you look beautiful. Or not beautiful. Some people like thick mouth, some people like thin mouth. What the heck? You don't have to look like the neighbors to feel that you're beautiful. You don't have to look like a model to feel sexy. You understand? It's all the attitude. It's all about attitude. Yeah, it's all in here. Really, it's like that. You know, I'm too old already, you know, right? Huh? I'm 50-something already. But you know how many men still like to look at me and turn their head? Yeah, really, I'm not kidding. I'm not telling to boast to you. I don't care about this thing, but I'm surprised, you know. Sometimes I'm really surprised. Just because I don't think in this direction, I'm really surprised. Like I walk in somewhere, eat something. Sometimes I go in the restaurant. Because I travel, I don't always go bother you cooking for me. I stay in hotel, of course. I stay in a restaurant. If I walk in the restaurant, sometimes the whole restaurant turn around. And I just sit in that corner and everybody tries to make excuse to go out, peep at me. Just peep at me. Yeah, really. I'm not kidding.
You look young.
I feel beautiful. I don't feel like, okay, I'm the most beautiful woman in the world or anything, but I feel okay, you know? And it's not like I go out every day. If you look, I'm going to be okay today or anything. It's just they surprise me sometimes. And then I know that I feel okay in any way. And maybe that's why, yeah? Because the world is not short of beautiful women, but I really make people turn around and look, and I don't know why either. It's not like I feel I'm very exceptionally beautiful or anything, but I do make them turn around. Even women. The whole couple, you know, they turn back and look many times. Many times. And sometimes I make excuse to take photo and all that, and I'm shy, you know. I don't want to just always be in any photo. So sometimes I have to turn to sit on the other table, opposite the other table, because too many people looking are trying to take photos that I have to even turn my back on them. I have to change my seat sometimes. And sometimes if I sit with somebody else, I have to say, move a little bit to the left. No, right, a little bit. Okay, right. to block the gaze of other people. And I'm just nobody. I'm not really that exceptional. Just, if you feel beautiful, you are beautiful. Really. Not like proud or arrogantly. You know, it's not that. Just you feel good with yourself. You feel at peace. Yeah? And you feel you don't need anything. You are okay the way you are. Whatever it is, you just feel fine. Then people really feel attracted to you. It's not about how you look. It's how you behave as well. And how you behave comes from inside, right? So people just look at you and just love you. Now you know that yourself. After initiation and after meditation for some time, people do love you. Yeah, they do love you. Except those enemies from the past, they come back and try to make trouble. But even them, they cannot help it but love you. They love you, but because of the past karma, they make trouble for you. But they love you in their heart. No? You feel more love than before. Yeah? People smile at you more often because it's your reflection. It is like that. There's nothing else I can tell you that you don't already know, right? You have experience. So don't tell me you don't progress or all that garbage. Don't dwell on these stupid preconceived ideas of how you are and how you see. Don't look at these small negative traits that you still have. You know, see every day, write out all the positive things that happen to you, and then you see how much you progress. It's very easy. Or with your family, or with your relationship at work, or with friends, everything improves. Yeah? At least you improve. So it's not just about the light, eh? Okay? Yes. The light is within you. And sometimes people go to you and say, oh, you have a big aura on your head. No? Some people tell you, right? But do you see it yourself? No. See? Tell you. Well, this is good also. So your ego doesn't come up. What if you feel you are saintly every day and walking out? Look at my halo. You don't see it? Ah, you're blind. Look again. Feeling too saintly is no good for you. Huh? Is that not true that sometimes some people come and tell you why you have a halo on your head, no? Some of you have experience, right, like that. But you yourself don't see it. It's a good thing you don't. But some do. Some do know you have a halo, some don't. And it's okay. Just make sure you clean it every day so it looks shiny and clear. You know, no brown spots or black stripes in it, okay? If you clean it every day, even if you don't see yourself, it is a mirror, a clean mirror, okay? Other people will see it. You don't need a big saint to see your halo. Some psychic people, yeah? And some people who have a gift from the past because they have been blessed. And they can see your aura. So you're not hiding anything, you can't. Just clean it every day, all right? Make it shine. I mean, make it come out. Make it come out. Your original nature is clear and crystal anyway. Just make it come out. Don't let the dirt of the world cover it, okay? All right, anyone else? You're really blessed, you don't know. No? You? Yeah. Yeah, talk yourself out.
I just wanted to say thank you very much for the other evening, because I actually, after I saw you on Saturday at the London Centre, I kind of felt like my heart wasn't satisfied in seeing you. And I saw you at Surrey, it's like my whole heart, my whole being, everything just changed so much. And also after the gift, it just felt so amazing.
Yeah, feel better?
Yeah.
Been nagging me inside.
Yeah, I know I have.
All right.
But thank you very, very much.
You're welcome. Is it time you go out have dinner, no? Yeah, huh? What time is your dinner? 6:30, right? I'll see you again later. Don't worry, okay? I go upstairs and have a break for you, and then we come back. All right? Yeah. Okay. Okay, now go and have good appetite, huh? Good appetite. See you later. 7:30. Right. I'm going upstairs and see you soon. I bought you something. Where's my bag? By the way, what I want to tell you is you make somebody feel too proud. They're dead. Arrogance is bad. Ego is bad for you. I don't really want any assistant, because after they stick for a while, you make them feel too important. They just enjoy being important instead of enjoy doing my job. And then don't do anything right. And just make me suffer. I don't really like any assistant. But I couldn't work alone sometimes. You know, I don't know where to go, and sometimes I don't drive very well. So it's just because of you, I need you. Yeah? And that's how the circle keeps going. Okay, here. I bought it for you. No, really, I bought it thinking of you. All right. Oh, you can take one. One little, okay? Like this, yeah? Too much. Okay? Understand? I can't carry too many things all the time. You don't have time? Yeah? It's not a quantity, it's the quality, huh? One each, okay? Take a little bit. Everybody one. And if it sticks together, don't try to break it. So keep it hygiene, okay? Just take it. Don't touch anything else. Just take one. It tastes good. Coconut. See you later.
Thank you,
Just sit together, don't care, okay? Sit anywhere. Oh my God, it's too beautiful, that's why. Yeah, come in, sister. Come in here. Sit here, okay? Sit there, the hoover, sit there. Sit down, okay. Yeah, standing or squeezing together. I told you we have to make a second floor. Go now. Oh my God, there's some little black sheep. Don't worry, you'll be there, okay? Some people walk slow. Do you remember the story of the turtle I told you? Did I tell you? Yeah. Yes? How many people know the story of the turtle next door? Huh? Not too many? Couple. Okay. The rabbit and the turtle? Oh, okay. How about the story that the whole forest and the you already know? You know, right? All of you know, right?
Yeah.
Yes or no? How many know? Raise hands. The forest has fire and they're hungry and they have to tell a funny story. Oh yeah. Okay. Some are turtles. Turtle. Okay, these turtles have to crawl fast. I don't care how you do it. You might jump on top of the rabbit's back and then have a ride or whatever you do. Move it fast, baby, okay? We're in 21st century, all right? I'm sure they all thank you for your generosity. But even if you want to give something, you got to be worth it. The same with receiving gifts. It depends on what gift. Okay, just a small thing, it doesn't matter. You can pay for your meal and, it's not a big thing, okay? Right. In Japan, only the older monk, the senior monk, the one who has been practicing a long time and has already achieved some enlightenment can cook for the public. The same principle here, huh? I don't mean I copy Japan, huh? But just want to let you know, it should be like that. Of course, you can donate to the poor people or charity, Red Cross. But in our group, we don't take that. People always ask, where do I get the money from? I say, I get it from the bank. Chum chum. I go and just wave my pen. I get some money. Can you imagine? I just use this harmless pen and they give me what I need. I don't mean just $5. This is all you need. Yeah, don't learn it from me. Huh? You can go there and use 1,000 pens. They don't work. This is a magic pen. Yeah, there's a problem with computers. They jump so fast. I once learned to type all my stuff in the computer and I just push the wrong button. All gone. Bye-bye. And it took me half an hour to, how to say, pick all the words together. I'm not a good typist. I know nothing about computers. Just not very interesting for me. But I'm amazed how you guys can know all this stuff. Well, at least you know something. I would know how. Not even to make a mistake like that. It's amazing. You guys learn a lot of stuff, Well, so I don't need to. I don't need much, really. I don't really need anything. I don't need computer. I don't need television. I don't need anything. Just because of the world, I have to. But the minimum, because I have to move a lot, due to the word karma. I don't have a settlement, I don't have a real home. I can just stay for a while and go. Up to now, it's like that. Maybe in the future, I can have a place. It's not that I'm attached, but I'm too tired of traveling. I'm getting old, getting old. Later, if I go with a can, then the ticket for an airplane will be more expensive, So I know some of the real estate, they say something real funny, just to catch you to go there and have a look. Because once you see it, maybe you will like it, So they try hard. At least you go and have a look. So sometimes they put something very funny, like, must see. You will regret it if you don't. Something like that. They put something out, It's cute as a button, And then you come and you see nothing there. It's just like a trailer, Of course, it's a button, okay, but cute, I'm not sure. Small as a button, And sometimes they say, waterfront. In fact, it's nothing. It's just a canal. They call it canal? Canal. I call them friendly canals. You know why? Because you can shake hands with a neighbor on the opposite. The canal is about this big. Or you can just step over, back and forth, cup of tea, come back, cup of tea, come back. So I call them friendly canals. Friendly water pond front, I call that. And sometimes they print very big, like $1 million waterfront property. Just minutes from your house. Because they print that your house is about $200,000. And then they say, $1 million properties, just minutes from your house. They don't even say how many minutes. It could be 120 minutes. So sometimes I'm just laughing at these advertisements of the realtor, because the concurrence is great. So they all try to outshine each other to make sure that the customer comes at least. And then once you come, they introduce you to something else completely different from the price that you intended to look at. They put things in the newspaper, just $150,000 waterfront, blah, blah. And then you attracted, you go there, and then they say, oh, that's gone, sorry. And then, but I have something else. Look, just $300,000 more, you can have this. If you have $300,000 more, just $300,000 more. And then they introduce you to all kinds of other houses that you never even in your dreams they can think about it. When you think, waterfront, $200,000. You read the small line in front of your property, or just minutes, Or sometimes they say, beachfront, beachfront property, big, and the price is cheap. And you look at it, and like small, small print somewhere, hidden under the picture, if possible. Beachfront, just minutes. Oh, minutes. But they don't say how many minutes. It could be 120 minutes. That's how many hours? 2 hours. Only 120 minutes. It's not much, is it? Yeah. It's not that bad, of course, but sometimes they advertise for things and the picture deludes you. It looks so nice and cozy and warm. And when you go there, oh my God, what a shabby little cute button. It's really a cute button, huh?
The houses on either side as well. So
yes.
Just take the photo of the one house.
Yeah.
They block out the houses on either
Of course,
side.
and then you thought, all private. Yeah, cute as a button. Yeah, sure. Button is all you have. You only see the button, so small. Yeah, and they make the house so big. They stand under the house or something. Right? It's so grand and big, and when you go there, it's really as a button. Cute, so small. So I have some experiences with houses, but still, it's fun. In one of my past lives, not last, but past, I've been in real estate. Now, while doing the teaching, just like now, I do all kinds of things. So I never take donations from people. That's what it is. Yeah. So maybe that's why I know a lot about houses. I don't need to learn anything. Yeah. Sometimes the value of the house, it doesn't have to be just money. You just have to know it. Because sometimes just a few steps away, the house is cheaper. Really a few steps away. Yeah, and it's not much difference. Or sometimes if you buy the house, same price, but if it's in a corner, you have more space. Something like that. Yeah, many different things. And sometimes they say 4 bedrooms, but actually you can knock into 1.5. And some houses, let's say just 2 bedrooms, but it's so huge, you could make into 6. Yeah, so you never know. Yeah, so cheap is not everything. I was thinking, I'm not sure if I want to stay. For example, if I buy it, I have to consider how long I want to stay. I really do want to stay or not. You see what I mean? And when you want to sell it, it takes a long time. Maybe, maybe not. It depends, and then you're stuck. And I don't really like houses at all. I don't. If I don't have you disabled, I just stay in hotel. Just a room in a hotel, good enough. And they clean your room, they change. I change sheets, change everything every day. I don't have to do anything. It's not that expensive. Of course it is. Consider that if you put that, like in 10 years, you can buy a house. Better, of course. But it's not the house that I want, convenience. But because I have you, I have dogs, I have, so sometimes it's all connected with each other. You and my dogs. Oh. My pets cost me so much. You number 1 and they number 2. Yeah. I don't mean just money, time and detachment. Oh, the houses in England are really expensive, huh? For that price, you can buy a nice house in elsewhere. Maybe even Bulgaria or Croatia. They are very cheap.
At the same time, you make a lot of money when you buy here.
Buy here and make a lot of money?
Yeah, you make money when you buy properties here, and then you don't make the same when you buy in other countries.
How do you know? We don't sell it tomorrow, we sell it next 10 years.
I'm not talking about, I'm talking generally about the market.
What for we buy it? We don't want to make money. Nobody really cares to make money. Yeah, can, but you know what I mean? If we want to have a good land and anything, huh? Yeah, it's so cheap over there. Even in Spain, it's much cheaper than here.
Yeah. In France as well.
France as well, yeah, it's true. It's true. How come it's just a few minutes away? I mean, a few thousand minutes away. It's so big difference. Why is that? Because England is small or what? Why do we go to a small place to stay? I don't know. Why? Tell me why. Yeah, well, why not Belgium or why not France? Do we have a lot of disciples?
Because of the sterling, because of pound sterling.
Who cares about that? Really? Because of the pound?
I think it's maybe because the people are very well educated here, and so people make a lot of money, and people are attracted to those places because they also want to make a lot of money, and then there's a lot of demand for places to live, and that is pushing up the price.
I don't know, in France you can also make money.
Spain's got nicer weather.
Yeah, nicer weather, yeah. Just we don't have many brother and sister, yes?
I think it's the language. Because
language.
English.
It's easier, right? Easy to learn, huh? If you go to France, Mon Dieu! De la maison! Camembert! Camembert, you know. Yeah. Even though I know French, but I have to confess to you that when I was in France, it was very tiring to speak French. For me, you know. The prononciation, c'est très dur. C'est formidable. Yes, it's, you know, like when I make a poem in English, it's so smooth and easy, you know, no tongue twisting a lot. And when I translate it into French, oh mon Dieu. C'est dur. It was so difficult. And when you read it up, it was not, it's nice after you have to change a lot and make it into nice French. But still, when you read it, it's more difficult than reading English, even if you know both languages. Yeah. So it's the English, is the language, is it?
Yeah.
Isn't it? Is it true?
Yes.
Yeah. Because of the exposure of the vacation years ago.
Yeah, it's true.
Yes.
It's true also because the British have expanded their territory all over the world. And it's not only that, but because they have left a very good impression after they left. So they probably have treated people nicer than other colonizing empires. So the people still trust the English and come back to live in there. Is that what it is? Maybe? Yeah.
And also there's more job opportunities.
More job opportunity?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes, in London, especially in London.
Yeah? What kind of job we have there?
Compared to other countries like France, because a lot of like Spanish and Italian and French come to London especially, and looking for a job because they say it's more difficult to get a job in the country.
Are they sure about that? Yeah?
Yeah, one agent told me that there was more jobs than people available.
In London?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Well, good news. Are you kidding? But I still see unemployment. How much percent?
No, it's jobs that mainly in the service industry.
Like what?
Waitressing, restaurants, and retail.
And then who cares? As long as you have a job. Yeah?
I think the government's quite clever. Like a while ago, the doctors were being paid a lot of money, and then they made it so that doctors from other countries could easily get a visa to come and work here. So then there was an oversupply of doctors. So then the government had to pay less for the doctors, and I think the government watches what skills they need, and they make it easy for people to come and live here.
Oh, same in America or Australia, huh? Yeah, maybe that's why. Also, the language is easier to learn, huh? Than maybe Spanish or French, right? Yeah.
Still get more benefits.
More benefits?
From NHS as well.
From the security office?
The national officer.
Yeah. Yeah, you have this as well. Even if you don't work, you still can get taken care of, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's also, I have to say. How about in France? They don't have that?
Yes.
Then why? Yeah, then why? It's the same here. It's a language. Well, I have to say also, English is easier.
Yes.
And maybe, I don't know, what, more casual or something? More kind? Or not? No? Same. The English is more casual, right?
They're more tolerant.
Tolerant?
There's a lot of tolerance.
Call what?
Accommodating.
More accommodating.
And I think it's a good place to learn. There's a lot of, for me, my experience is really good with learning.
Learning what?
Like college.
Anything?
In comparison to my country.
Oh, okay.
Multicultural.
What is your country?
Brazil.
Oh, Brazil. Okay, of course it's different. It's far away. It's South America.
And there's lots of Brazilians coming now to England.
Okay. It's easy?
To come here. Not very difficult, but they're all coming because the situation there is really horrible.
But how do they come here if it's difficult? Just come and stay?
So they come to try and find work.
Understand.
And they do like work in cinemas, cleaning. But they're dreading to go back to Brazil because it's a really bad situation.
How about you? Are you okay? Visa?
No.
Now you okay?
No, just about. Yes.
Oof. Now you okay, huh? Not sure, huh? Because to stay somewhere illegally is very bad. Not that I encourage the border of every nation. The world should not have any border anyway. But maybe the situation right now is maybe still necessary, maybe not. I don't know. People are so worried, like if no border, everybody can go to England or everybody goes where and does what, you know. But I'm not sure about that because I heard that, for example, before like many countries joined together to become European Union, and then they say to each other that everyone could travel freely from one country to the next. And then later they worry that some poor countries would overwhelm France or whatever, Germany. I don't remember what country. So they just stop it. But Ireland did not stop. It just keeps the promise so that people can travel if they want to go to Ireland. But not too many people go to Ireland either, you know.
Lots of people, Master.
A lot, but I mean, it's not like overwhelming, you know.
150,000 Polish people in the last year.
Polish people.
Yeah, 3% of the population.
Yeah. 3% of the whole population.
Yeah, already in a year.
Ah, well, you need more people.
100,000 Chinese.
Yeah.
Every country in the world.
But that's not that much. Even then, not everybody, not like the whole Romania or whatever country will all go to Ireland. Many other countries, they had this opportunity, but it's only 150,000 people came. Maybe they will come more, but maybe not. Maybe that's all there is. Not like all of the other countries all go to Ireland. And for example, like Hungary, it's not a rich country. But I've seen not many people want to go to other countries to work. No, I don't see that. I don't see many Hungarians around. Even in our group, there's only one, and he came from Mongolia. Originally, he just stayed in Hungary for a while. So it depends, you know. It's not because it's poor people will all go there. It's not that. Because, for example, 150,000 is not just from one country. It's from different countries. So there's not much from each country. From the whole Europe, there's not much. Yeah. And the Chinese, of course, you cannot say anything about the Chinese. Chinese, what can we say? Huh? They go anywhere. But I'm not sure it's because you open the gate and everybody will come. It depends, you know, if they have affinity with that country or they like it or not. Yeah? So only Irish open, huh?
Ireland, UK and Sweden.
Okay. So a lot of people come to UK and Sweden now?
Yeah. In Sweden.
Yeah? Well, it's good like that. We have a mix of culture and people become more tolerant. and more understanding of each other. Look how tolerant England is, because they have learned from so many different sources. They have been expanding their kingdom before, and for that they also learn a lot. See? Learn a lot from different cultures, and that's why they respect and tolerate, because they know there are good things everywhere, and you can learn things from every country. They don't feel superior to any race of people on the planet, because they have learned, they have been there, and they have known things from different countries that are respectable, that are very awesome, and that's a very worth of learning and worth of their experiences. Yeah, so they don't just go there to colonize it, but meanwhile they also learn something. That's why they grow. The English people, they grow, they have become more tolerant, and they also learn a lot of things. So they mix well with other races of people, and that's why they're beloved everywhere. Yeah, the English passport is respected more than many other countries in the world. You have British passport, it's easier to go many places because of that. English people, they're open. Yeah, because for many centuries of going abroad and back and back and forth and learning from different cultures, that's good like that. Okay, anything else? No? Winter, the time's so short, eh? I out of the window, 3 o'clock, so dark already. How about Belgium? Is that same?
Yeah.
Belgium the same? What was it? Same?
Yeah.
Why? All Europe like that? No, except France, Spain. Until when? Until 6?
1 hour difference, so it's a bit more.
No, it has nothing to do with that.
Summers are very long.
Yeah, summer here is long everywhere.
Summer
It's
abroad.
daylight
Like
until
10
Yeah, everywhere. Summer is like that. Even in America, except Alaska, eh? I don't know about that. Summer in Alaska is long also. And winter, 6 hours daylight. Here we have 8 hours daylight. So big deal. 2 hours difference. Not much, is it, huh? But I tell you what, it's still very good already. There are some people who live under the ground, and they use artificial light and artificial sky. What do you mean? Yeah, you know them? Do you know them?
I know a story.
Story only.
No, I know kids that they get that sad.
What?
Because there's so little light. I think it's in Alaska that they go to a hospital. They go to receive light because they don't see daylight. I don't know exactly where it was.
Alaska? No.
No, it's...
I'll talk about something else. Anybody knows about that? People who live underground, about 5 million of them. In different countries. Some in Japan, Taiwan, America. Not in Europe, no. Yeah, spread out under the ground.
Why?
Well, in the old times when they had been persecuted, and then they went down there, small groups, to hide from persecution. And then later they just continued to live like that and have family and everything. But they're okay. They have artificial sunlight and it's just like normal. Yeah.
Does it never get out?
They do get out, but secretly. You wouldn't know it. They have their documents and travel documents. They go and exchange in equipment and food and stuff. Yeah. They are very civilized. Very, very developed. Yeah, technically. And they're very highly spiritual as well. They have some masters at 4th level, at least, teaching them. Yeah. They know me. So they keep the tradition like that. They don't really like people on the top too much. They have bad experiences. And they prefer to stay down there. Yeah, they're happy. They're okay.
Do they look like us?
Yes. just
I wondered because
taller.
There was a story of some children that were found in England, green children.
Green children, they're different. It's different. They're much taller though. Yeah. Green children, where from?
They came out of a cave somewhere in England.
Oh, okay. That's probably different. It's not the same ones. Green maybe because they don't have enough nutrition. They just eat too much grass and leaves and all that, you know, so changed. Remember the story of Milaruba? He became green and green hair and everything. And people ask him, are you a ghost or are you a human? Very small and green, skinny, yeah. They say, you are what you eat, remember? Remember Popeye with the spinach? Yeah, these are different people that I'm talking about, no? They're taller. Some are taller, some are just like us. Some may be smaller. They are very, very good people. They just don't like the upper planet dwellers too much because the mentality is different. They are more different. They are more well-behaved and more spiritual, yeah? Oh, I don't mind. I don't mind if we have somewhere like that to hide. Sometimes the system of the world is also very overwhelming for me because we are all honest and simple, you know, and just especially me because I became famous and it can be difficult at times because of the system, you know, so tight and so sometimes very ungracious, yeah. Very difficult for me also. So I can understand them, why they want to be themselves down there, you know, without contacting too much with us, with the earth people. I get the upper level earth people. They are lower level earth people. But they are spiritual. They don't eat much, you know, and they are very, very good. Some are very tall. Very tall. Yeah, maybe up here we have everything, we have the sun and all that, but sometimes we also work in the office the whole day anyway. We don't see much of the sun. Yeah. And especially in England, you don't have to work in the office to be away from the sun. So there's not much difference, is there, huh? Not much, yeah. And some people are afraid of the sun also, you know, for the skin and sensitive. Yeah, at one point I really would like to just go underground, just be self-sufficient. These people, they're very discreet, they're very secretive. You can't meet them. Sometimes they come up to the earth, but you don't know them. Yeah, you don't know them. They don't want to be known. They're very discreet. They come in and come out in a secret location, and nobody sees them come in and come out. Even if you stay in front of the entrance, you will not know it, because they have technique to hide it. Their technology is high. Yes, some is higher than us even, in some aspects. No? Yeah, so they have enough. They are sufficient to live. They don't need the people up here. Of course, a little bit. Sometimes they go up and buy metal or stuff, you know, to construct their own machines and their own necessities. But that's all they do.
How long have they been underground, Master?
Oh, a long time. Long time. Maybe a couple of 100 years, huh?
Do they grow their food?
Yeah, they do. They have artificial means to do that. And they buy some from here.
Where do they live?
Underground. I don't want to tell you. I don't want to tell you. I don't want to let anybody know where they live. Not just you, but, you know, other people will know, and then they might go hunt them and disturb them and watching them, you know. I know where they live. Some in Japan, some in Taiwan, some in America. But that's all you should know. Okay, they want to be left alone. That's the way it is. We should respect their wish, and they rightly deserve so. If I could, I would go underground myself. Peace is better than any other things. Huh? After a while, you learn that to have a peaceful life is really good. That's what they want, you see? And they're very disciplined. They don't let themselves be exposed to the world. Because that will be the end of their peaceful living. And you never know what the authorities think of them and want to do with them. You know what I mean? They may jail them, interrogate them, and put words in their mouth or whatever, you know. I don't mean England, but I mean, it could be anywhere that people are suspicious of something strange, you know, different from them. They will subject them to all kinds of suffering. That's why you should not know where they live, because if you don't know, you don't tell. Okay. Any good questions? No? Yeah, tell me.
A lot of people would like to come and see you from all over Europe.
No, not today.
No, not today. But I just wanted to find out what is your view on that. What do you want to happen, so we can make the arrangements?
No, at the moment, not too late.
Okay.
I don't know what's next.
Because you see, a couple of people have been asking me over the messenger, and I've said to them nothing at all, because I didn't know what is your wish, because I don't want to subject you to any trouble.
Yeah, it's okay. Forget it.
Yeah?
Forget it. Yeah. Ah, never mind. Don't worry about it. They've seen me long ago. This year, no? Last year, February. That's okay. Not that long. Many people don't see me. The Taiwanese, Chinese, all kinds. Singapore, Hong Kong. It's okay. But what I mean is, this time we could do with a couple more people, you know? Like let them sit up there or something. Yeah? And when meditating, they can go home and meditate, or the English go home and the others stay. We could always arrange it. Or maybe the hotel next door. Yeah, something. Never mind. Don't worry about it. It's done. Okay. You guys want to stay here or you go home tonight? Some are going home, right? You all stay here? Yeah. Do what? Sit? Sit until tomorrow?
Yeah. We're home.
Some are going home, right?
No, this is home.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Should be like that. All right. If there's no more important questions, then you can, go to sit comfortable in other room. And the ones who have not sat here before, just continue to sit here. All right? Okay. All right. See you later. And everyone else, please come down here and sit here, not upstairs. You fill in the gap or sit in the corridor, whatever, but not upstairs, okay? Now you guys are all right? Yep. Maybe I go up and teach them. Yeah. I still have lots. You guys can sit a little more tight, okay? Yeah. That's it. Yeah, I'll make you see you inside. Okay, don't worry, I don't want to run now. In case you guys meditate and want to disturb. Okay, I go upstairs now. You guys meditate, okay?
Yeah.
You can fill in here when I'm not here. You fill in all the gaps, yeah? Nobody wants me. Thank you. Okay.